and queens, and welcome
to the S&P show,
where we talk about everything. So today we're going to be talking about life lessons,
things we've learned through
our 24 years on this planet.
It's a long time.
And the reason why
someone's going to be like, no, you guys are
every time
so
we
young.
go out, she's like, we're pushing 30. I'm like, no, we're not. We're still young. But we have a lot that we've learned because we're in music. We've been out in LA our whole lives and figuring it out on our own.
Talk to people, just involved ourselves with so many different people. And
we went to the same schools too. So it's kind of funny that like,
oh yeah, everyone in LA knows each other. Everyone is so weird. I hate it.
Every single time she goes out, she's like, am I gonna meet some, like, I feel like I know everybody here.
Literally, I feel like we always run into someone.
Same people.
We always run into someone.
Okay, so we got inspired by this topic because...
Well, how did it start?
Because your friend invited us to UCLA party.
Oh my God. Okay, so...
We walk in.
I go to UCLA. I'm a little bit older than everyone, just by a couple years. Like everyone's like 22, 21. There's some 23-year-olds, but...
Okay, but that age gap...
that age...
Just like 20, I swear to God, just like 20 to 20.
They're going to watch this. They're going to be like, hey, I think we're grown.
Okay, but seriously, like just that little... Were we like that? That's why when I look at them... But I think we were so much more mature.
We were, but like... They're just such kids. That age gap is so crazy. 20-year-olds and 21-year-olds, so different from being 24 and 25.
But it is the college thing.
God.
That's
it
why
is
I don't
the college thing. Everyone, there's a child, and everyone, all my friends watching this, guys, you guys aren't children.
You are.
You are.
But we went into this, where was it? The Victorian? Or whatever.
Yeah, it was the Victorian, which apparently is like a place that
it's
like
a cool place in
everyone
LA.
goes to in LA, and it's popping, and everyone goes and has a good time. But okay, so I didn't know. My friends invited me. They're like, come out. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to bring my friend Sid. I'm bringing her. She's coming with us. We're going to have a good time. Nobody told me it was college night. So every 20-year-old, 21-year-old was there.
No, but like we walk, first of all, we don't stand in lines. Okay. Let me just tell you this. We have figured out a way to get in every single time without standing in a line. And the guy was like, sorry, like you got to go back. And then we go back in line.
I was like, what?
We go back in line. We stay for like 5 minutes, whatever. And we get up to the bouncer. And when the bouncer looks at you, he was like, whoa, like this is not a kid. Like this is a woman.
Yeah, we looked grown.
We were like, we don't fit in here. It was so weird.
I was like, this is not fun.
Everyone's just like, so babies.
It's just like,
why do you think they're babies?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's just the energy that they carry around. It's so goofy. It's so playful. Everyone's so up and so hammered and so drunk and just drinks and drinks in. We don't get to that point anymore. Like, I don't know, you can just tell everyone's like hammered, like losing their phones, like it's just like I don't know. Like now it's like, let's go have like a drink.
It's the conversation too. Like everyone, they just look like babies, and that's fine, but it's just a different level.
They just
like
are
everyone just wants to get so drunk off of their minds and
party and like stay out till 4 a.m.
This is the best part. We walk over to this like Irish pub, and we're standing outside of it. Everyone's there, and they're like, come inside. And we're like, oh,
we're going to go home.
And then we were there for like 20 minutes. We were like, no, we don't belong here. I'm sorry. Like, we can't be here. And this guy comes out of the pub and he goes, in high school.
High school night, and he's marching out the place. Like it was so funny.
He was so
but
mad.
It was high school night. It was like a bunch of little kids everywhere, and it just smelled like sweat and ass.
I was like, okay, this is why we wanted to be like, this is what we tell you guys. This is what we want you to know.
So this is what inspired it. Lessons that I wish I knew before I was 24, and lessons that I probably tell my friends. I'm like, guys, no. Come on. Like, you guys need to know these things, or I wish they knew these things. That's what inspired this.
Okay. What would you tell yourself? Let's start from the beginning. What would you tell yourself in middle school?
In middle school? Damn. To not care as much as I did. To not care. I wanted to like be as expressive and artistic as possible as I wanted to be. And I was so scared because we went to the most judgmental middle school ever and just the most competitive bullshit. And just like everyone has an opinion about everyone. Everyone was such a bully, making Instagram pages to bully. It was just like insane. It was just like insane.
People making Instagram pages about me and I don't know, sending it out.
Do you guys remember Ask FM?
Stop. I would literally go ask questions to my crushes. Like, I swear, how did I not think that they were going to know it was me? When I'm like, thoughts on me, thoughts on Sydney, like, obviously it's the person asking. Like, how did we? Yeah, no. And then one time, there was a thing on Ask FM where they were like, thoughts on Sydney. And then someone wrote something really mean. And then
don't tell
later,
me that.
it was really bad. Someone wrote something really mean about me. And then later on in life, I was like, what? Like, whenever I search up my name, this is what comes up. So I email Ask FM, and I call a lawyer, and I'm like, how do I get this down? It's been up for like 14 years from middle school. And he was like, just tell them that you're going to sue them. And then I just emailed them, and they were like, okay. And then they took the account down. But it was a lot.
It was a lot.
Growing up in the internet was... Also, that's the reason why it's so different for our generation, because we grew up with Instagram and Snapchat the second we went to middle school. It was like in our faces.
Yeah, Instagram had just started popping off when we were in like 6th grade and 7th grade. And it was like, my parents didn't let me have one, but...
We still have it.
I did it. I did it for a while because my parents checked my phone. Always checked my phone. So I didn't get one until I was like closer to 8th grade. But I remember getting like 20 likes was like insane. It was like crazy. It was like the craziest thing. It was
and
just
then
so
us
weird.
remember whenever we'd have our best friends in our bios? And then you take off someone out of your bio and they would lose it. That was so mean. I hated that.
It was mean. Also, I think things that you go through as a kid, they are important. They really do affect you. Like, I don't care how little or stupid the problem is, like, that's what shapes you. That's what makes you who you are when you're grown up. So like, if you got kids, tell your kids to not bully other kids.
No, I think that bullying actually...
No.
I kind of like bullying a little bit. I'm like, bully me a little bit.
I mean, everyone that bullied me, like...
Made you stronger. Made you
looks horrible. That's not wrong with that too. But like, looks, I'm doing better than everyone that has bullied me.
So, okay. I would say, shit, if I could give myself any advice, I'd be like, girl, middle school, put some Bitcoin.
Oh, hell yeah. I would literally, oh my God.
If we just knew.
Start investing at 12 years old. Start investing at 12 years old. If I knew better, even in high school, I just wish I knew better.
Well, okay. One thing I would say, this is just overall. For middle school, I would say the same thing. Like, express yourself more. Don't care what other people are going to say about you. It's so hard to say that, though, because you are going to care. But
yeah,
with social media, you should just put out whatever you want to put out and not overthink, like, likes and comments. Like, I don't know.
Who cares?
I don't give a shit anymore.
Literally, who cares?
But
what? Likes and comments?
Me and my 3 friends be liking the same thing over and over again. But I would say one big lesson is boundaries. Boundaries is so important. Whenever I went to therapy,
say no.
Yeah, saying no.
Saying no.
That is the number one thing that they will teach you in therapy. Is you just got to have boundaries with people. You have to know how to say no to people. And if you don't feel comfortable with something, then listen to your gut. Like, your intuition is the most important part of growing up, is just listening to what your body is telling you.
And what it needs. Your body always tells you what it needs, physically and mentally, emotionally, all the other ones. Tells you what it needs. And that's so true, though. I feel like when you learn how to say...
We were talking about this yesterday, but I'm like, yeah, I should have listened to my gut before I jumped off that balcony for that man.
Oh my gosh. Sydney, tell the story.
So
Sydney tells me the craziest story, which I personally think it belongs in a movie. Because this is
the start of the movie.
Insane. She's insane. You just like, see, but I told her this yesterday. After you guys hear this, baby, the reason I think you're not scared of a lot of things is because she tried everything and realized, hey, I'm actually okay.
Like, this is fine.
I'm fine. Like, nothing happened. That's why you're not scared of anything.
My family sat with me at dinner the other day and they looked at me and they were like, Princess, you were crazy.
You were a little crazy back then.
But I think that it was
You weren't crazy. You were just a little daredevil. You loved adrenaline.
I liked doing things because everyone was so boring at my school. I went to Burbank.
Ooh, that's good.
This is one thing about being young and having a boyfriend or a girlfriend is you do crazy things for your boyfriend and girlfriend whenever you're a kid. And one time, this is one lesson I would learn over and over and over again till this day.
It's going to be in the video.
Till this day. If you block someone, leave them blocked. Because
I love the block button.
But don't unblock someone that you choose to block. If you're going to block them. That's it. It's done. But then I would block my boyfriend at the time and then he would email me and then he would like, I would just love like the rush of the feeling of everything. One lesson I learned, if you block someone, keep them blocked. If you're going to block someone, don't be toxic and unblock them and block them and unblock them and block them. That's just weird.
Toxic.
That is toxic. So bad. If you're doing that if you know if you're doing that, it's just not good. Grow up.
Listen, I know it's hard and curiosity.
And it's fun getting emails. And it was so fun when he would call me on no caller ID. I loved
You'd
it.
Be like, oh my God,
yes. And I would just keep hanging up until he would just like lose his mind. But then one time, I was so in love and crazy. I wanted to see him so badly that I jumped off my balcony. And
oh my God, but no, you have to paint the picture. You have to paint the picture. She wraps a stitch pillow with duct tape around her waist. She knows she's about 100 feet in the air.
I'm on a 2-story.
Oh my God.
I'm on the 2nd story of my balcony. I'm so desperate to leave the house, but I had cameras all over my house at the time. So I was like, how can I get around the cameras? I'm sorry, Mom. How can I get around these cameras? So I jumped off the balcony and fell on my, like literally like toppled and fell on my back. I was crippled for a second.
Oh my God,
I thought I was just done. I was like hanging off and I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Land on my pillow pet. I was like, oh my God, that was such a savior. And then I crawl to my car.
Winded. She's like,
I'm dying. I go to my car.
You're crazy.
Get in, go to my boyfriend's house. My mom's calling me. It is now 8 a.m. I'm still at his house. Calling me. Where are you? How did you leave the house? Around the cameras. I checked all the cameras. It doesn't show you leaving the house. How did you leave? How did you do this? You know, lesson learned. I will never jump off a balcony for anyone ever again, especially if I block them and they're calling me on no caller ID.
No, unless it's your husband.
I would jump off a balcony.
Like if your husband needed you. I don't know what case you would need to, but if he needed it.
But I would not recommend doing this to, like, I'm not saying do this. Please don't do this stuff. But I'm just giving you my experience to say, whenever you're young, you think that this person that you're in love with is going to be the one. But I promise you, you are going to meet so many people. And maybe for that time, you are with this person for a reason and it's amazing and you love them. But there's always a chapter. And whenever you're young, you think that everything is like, oh, I thought I was going to be married by the time I was 24. I thought I was going to have children and be married at this time. And I'm like, I can't imagine a child running around.
Oh my gosh.
I would die. But, you know, you have to just know that if you're in a situation where you love someone and you want to be with them, it should be easy.
I think there is exceptions, like high school sweethearts. Like, you never know. You guys could have made it out. I think it just is situational. Things happen. People change. People grow up different, grow up to be different people. There are those people that really do make it out of high school and stay in love and, you know, make it through. But I don't know where I was going with this.
No,
You know, like
I just feel like one huge lesson I learned when I was younger, because I was in a relationship for like 4 years. I was in a relationship from when I was like 15 years old till 20 years old with the same person. And I thought that this was going to be the person of my dreams, my life, and like building something with someone. And it was cute. There was a lot of crazy toxic moments. I kept mistaking those moments of like someone fighting for you to keep you for love and passion, when it's like you should not be fighting with someone, especially when you're like 16. You should be having fun with your friends and going out, not with someone and feeling like, I don't know, it's just so much.
I was just eating.
No, baby.
I was just eating. I'm like, that's cute. That is a cute experience. Guys, I was just eating burgers, 32 chocolate covered bananas.
Please tell okay. Do we want to talk about health? Do we want to talk about taking care of yourself at that age?
Eat whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
As long as you're an active
Stay healthy.
Kid. Staying healthy is really important. I would say if you're younger and you're struggling with weight, what would you say to the kids that are struggling with weight? Because there's so many kids out there that are dealing with that. Sydney's only bringing this up because I grew up being pretty overweight the majority of my childhood. Like, I think I didn't kind of thin out and maybe become like an average weight until I was like 19 or 20. And then even then I was still like pretty thick and not such a small person. And then when I reached like 22, 23 is like really when I slimmed down and just grew into myself. But for me, I always knew that I felt like my weight was a problem. I was always really insecure. I wasn't happy with myself. A part of me always knew that I wanted to be skinny and I wanted to be thin and I wanted to be a health freak. And sometimes I wish I did it sooner, but I think things happen for a reason. It made me the person I am now. And I think it truly made me a very dynamic person. I think I understand a lot more because of it. But if I had to give myself advice, is like, I don't know. In general, it's just do what you need to do. If you feel like you need to lose the weight and you need to put the work in, do it. But if you're okay and you know what I mean? You don't care so much about it, then don't do it. I think when it comes to weight, you have to just do what makes you happy. And if losing weight means that it'll make you happier, do it because it'll be so worth it. I think it's just more about being healthy.
Yeah.
It's not about, I think that back then, you were a kid. And also I always say
I was pre-diabetic.
Baby. I always say that she has these moments where she's like always looking back at her past and being like, oh, I used to be this way. And this is just like what it was. And it's very traumatizing to think about, but it made you who you are. And anyone that's out there struggling with that right now, just know that you're not alone. And the most important part is that you're healthy mentally. And it does have a lot to do with your mental health.
Yeah.
If you're mentally not well, you're gonna show it in your appearance. And we've talked about this. If your appearance is not, I don't know, like I would totally judge someone if they're in society and they're walking around and they look dirty and they don't look put together. I'm gonna judge you. That's just how it is. And it's hard when you're a kid because they are not going to hold back in middle school. Like they will not. They're just going to rip you apart. And that's the shitty part because back then we had no filter. And I'm sure there was like a lot of really horrible times where people would say shit to you and you would feel like, is this just like how it is?
I loved food. You couldn't, no, everyone could say anything to me and I'm just like, whatever. Whatever. It's crazy because when people would say stuff to me like about me being fat, I think I'd be like, you know what? You. I am going to have a tub of ice cream tonight. You. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do.
Can you please tell the banana story?
So one time I got in so much trouble at home because my mom makes these famous chocolate covered bananas. They're like frozen chocolate covered bananas, and she tops them with coconut.
And how many
She'll
bananas?
do some with almonds. So like she'll get like 20 bananas, 17 bananas. She'll cut them in half, and the halves are, she puts them in a stick. She freezes them. She puts them in the freezer. I remember I got in so much trouble because she made like 35 half chocolate covered bananas. And I think I killed them in like 2 days. She was like, Pamela, no one had one. No one had one. I love, and I still am that way. Like I still have to. First of all, I've been begging her to go get Pinkberry and frozen yogurt for 2 weeks now. And she's like, I'm full. What even is that? I can't. You know.
See, with me, I grew up with everyone in my family and everyone around me being like, "Oh, princess, you're skinny. Like you're too.
You're 5 feet tall. What do they expect?"
But also, it was just, I don't know. It was just like a different. I think that it's harder to be overweight.
No. I think it's both ways, because now I'm just like, I hear that too. Some of my parents are like, "You're too skinny." Like, you know what I mean? People say you're too skinny. It's like, bro, what do you guys want? What do you guys want from me?
I know, but I don't know. It's just.
Weight is such a like, that's why I'm like, honestly, like, don't care.
I just think it's about health.
Yeah.
If you're healthy, like there is a healthy weight for how tall you are and how.
I was a healthy fat girl.
I don't think the thing is like, I don't remember you being fat. I remember you being like chubby, but like chubby is like different from obese.
I wasn't obese. Like, I wasn't 400 pounds, but I was like 200.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But it's just, I mean, it's hard whenever you're going through puberty and you're figuring yourself out. So I don't know. Now I look back at that and I'm like, oh, like I don't look at it and I'm like, ew. Like it's just more like you were a baby and you were a kid, and it's so hard when you're going through that. And like, who do you have besides your parents? Who do you have to look up to?
Mine was food. I was like, I love food.
Mine was my boyfriend. I would just like be with my, like, that was my
safe place.
My toxic thing was always relying on people to make me happy, always trying to seek the adventure in people.
That's not toxic. That's everybody. Every single person in the world, that's what they struggle with. Individuality and doing things for themselves. That's everybody's struggle. I don't think that's necessarily. But
I think it was obsessive though. It was obsessive. Like it was toxic and obsessive. And at that age, I was like in a marriage. It was just.
That's kind of cute. I don't know. I feel like everyone it's cute. I know you learned a lot from it, but like it was so like, it's so cute. You guys were high school sweethearts. You guys were like daredevils. Like you love doing stuff together and just like living on the edge. Like it's like a movie.
It did teach me a lot. And being in a relationship does teach you a lot. I'm not saying don't be in a relationship when you're young, but just don't take it so seriously. Just live your life and have a good time. But if you're not having a good time with someone and you have to block them every 5 seconds, don't talk to that person anymore. Be strong. Don't talk to them. Cut them out of your life. This is your sign, because you're just going to cause so much stress in your life. And that eventually came out of my face because I had such bad acne just like this past couple years. And it really was just a buildup of acne is a buildup in your face. And the reason why, like whenever I went to my esthetician, is that her name?
Yeah.
Esthetician. I was like, is that her name?
Yeah.
When I went to my esthetician, she would always say, like, when I look at your face, everything in your face is very old. Like there are years and years of
like
old
it's been
pimples that like want to come out, but like it's just years of stress that I put myself through. And don't give yourself stress over other people. Dealing with your own stuff is enough, but having someone else in your life that has stress, that puts stress on you, just get them out of your life. It's not worth it.
That's another, I feel like that connects to what we were saying. Don't be afraid to say no. I feel like I wasted a lot of my early 20s just like wanting to please people and being scared to say no because they were going to feel differently about me. And I'm so over that. Now I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. No. And your intuition is the most important part. If you feel some kind of like, how do you explain the feeling? I feel like it's more of like, it feels like
you're uneasy. It's you feel queasy.
It feels like your chest just like compresses almost, like your muscles tighten in your chest or your stomach. Run. That's just your body telling you no.
Yeah. Listen to your body.
Loving yourself before chasing it. But it's hard because
that's a big one though.
When you're young, you don't see it.
You don't know what the best version of yourself is.
And you don't even know what loving yourself is when you're young, truly. You're just always seeking validation from everything else. And I feel like back then, if I could change it, I wouldn't, because it's taught me so much. But I put myself through so much stress, like adult shit. Like I was trying to be an adult my whole life. I was always like, I couldn't wait to get older. That's one thing too. Like if you're a kid,
now I wish I was 16.
Be happy that you're a kid and you have no responsibilities, or you have no bills. You have nothing to worry about. You don't have to worry about taking care of people or feeding children. Just live your life, be a kid, have a good time. Another thing I would say is,
that's a good one. I like that.
If you want to start something. When you're younger, you have all the power and the time in the world.
Oh my God.
Don't wait. Don't be like, I'll do this later. Like, no, just do it now. If you want to start a podcast, if you want to start a song, if you want to pick up an instrument, do it now, because you're going to go on in life and hang out with your friends and have a good time. And then all that time is just, I don't know.
That's a really good one, though. It's just like, start as soon as possible, as young as you can.
I was a dancer.
Whatever you're like passionate about, start as soon as possible.
I was a dancer, and I kind of got jaded by constantly having to do that. And I wanted to hang out with my friends. I wanted to have a boyfriend. I wanted to have a good time. So I quit dance and I went to high school, and I did not do any kind of art or creative at all. And I just took a complete break from it. If I could go back, I'd be like, girl, go dance. Go sing, go do whatever you got to do. This is the time to express yourself. And I think it took me longer to feel confident in myself because I didn't start earlier.
Me too. Everything in life. But then again, it all teaches you a lesson and it brought you here. But if I had to give advice, if we had to give advice to the younger generation, it's just like, do it. Just do it. Just do it. So many things I wish I started earlier and just like dedicated my time to. But I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I'm catching up now. I'm learning it now. But so many things I could have been proficient at if I just dedicated the time to.
Well, also when you're younger, your brain is such a sponge. It just takes in everything. The older you get, the harder it is to remember things.
Listen, everyone says that your 30s is your prime time and this and that. The best thing that I could do, I think 20s is the most fun that you'll have. It's the most rejuvenating and like exciting time of your life, and you're like growing into yourself. I think the ideal thing is to like figure it out when you're a little bit young, when you're kind of a teenager still. So then in your 20s, you could like really enjoy it a little bit and then work hard and enjoy it.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean? Because I think we're like, right now we're just kind of just working hard. Not so much. We're enjoying it. We're happy.
We are having fun.
Like we don't, you know what I mean? As opposed to other 24-year-olds, I think other 24-year-olds like go to work, come home, go to the bar, go to parties, this, that, dinners, this and that.
Well, actually, I'm thankful that I did that whenever I was younger. I had a fake ID when I was 16. So I was just back to that. Oh, another fun time. Like I would literally go. I remember one time I was in Palm Springs. It was like our Palm Springs trip with our friends for senior year. So this is like, I was 17, 18. But I remember we were like walking around and I find a wallet on the floor. I open the wallet and there's this 34, her name was Jeanette. Thank you, Jeanette, for letting me use your ID.
Queen.
And then I open the wallet, there's money, there's credit cards, there's everything. ID. I was like, I'm not going to take anything else. Like ID is like the most important.
I'm not going to take this poor woman's credit card. It's fine.
I'm just going to take her identification. I'm just going to steal her identity.
Honestly, but no, she was going to replace it anyways.
I know. So I took her ID. I used that for a really long time.
Someone has my ID and is using it. I lost one. Someone's using it as a fake ID. I know it. I just know it.
But, you know, you just have fun when you're younger. You figure it out. And it teaches you a lot going out at that time. But also try to do everything when you're just 21.
Your dog looks like a stuffed animal. Look.
She's so cute.
She looks not real. Fake. She literally looks like a toy. Oh my God.
Okay, another thing. Okay. Do you like revenge?
No, I've never, one thing, yes, but because I grew up so much in the church, and I feel like this was so instilled in me from the church and my youth leaders and stuff like that, that vengeance is like the worst thing to do to your soul and to other people. It's so much easier to just let it go. Who cares? Your vengeance comes in itself when you grow, when you become the best version of yourself, when you start making money, when you start working on your body. That is the best vengeance. Nothing beats that. When you show other people that you don't give a fuck.
I used to love revenge. I loved it.
Everyone loves it, but that's why it's bad. It's because it's so good.
You know what it is? People would back then I told you I had no filter. People would piss me off. And they thought because I was a little 4'11" girl, I wasn't going to do anything about it. But they were wrong. And I've learned through all the revenge and all the things that I tried to do to get back at people, at the end of the day, ignoring someone is the best.
Oh my God, she taught me that.
Ignoring someone drives them crazy.
Insane.
So forget the big paragraphs. I'm not going to read that. Like,
now I just ignore you.
Don't go back and forth sending. That's why when I say, like, if you block someone, keep them blocked. Ignoring someone is the best revenge.
I feel so much better. Have you ever reacted in a way based off your emotions immediately? And you're like, I wish I just didn't do that. I wish I just didn't waste my energy. I wish I didn't make because now I'm like, you have this thing in the air where there's like tension and anger and emotions are all over the place.
Well, now I give myself, like, if I'm ever about to react something,
I give myself time.
I need to give myself like a couple of days before I even send a text, because I'm just like, I need to take all of my emotion out of this. I'm not 16 anymore where I'm going to blow up on someone and go off on them and cuss them out. I'm going to let it be. And if I still feel this way in a couple days, then we'll see. But I'm not going to blow up and waste my time on that. And I'm over it. I don't care anymore. Like, fight with yourself to the point where someone is sending me voicemails, 30 voicemails every day, losing their minds, all because I didn't want to be a part of this person's life anymore. I was done. I was done with the bare minimum. I was done with just dealing with the disrespect, with whatever was going on in my life.
Manipulation. All of it. What a bad person.
And they were losing their minds. And I just ignored it. And eventually they went away, because we learned this in church. Resist the devil.
You know what also I think helps in general? I think the fact that we have each other, when emotions are so high, I can immediately come to you and just let it all out. We bring each other back to our senses. We understand each other. And then it's like, whew.
Don't be friends with someone that eggs you on to go do something crazy. That is the worst. If I was friends with, like, okay, I
don't think I'd be friends with you if we weren't on the same pages about things.
I'll be real. That there's a girl that you don't like right now. That girl would egg you on to go do something bad because she's not like mentally right.
Yeah.
But even then, like, no one should be like pushing you to do something crazy, to blow up on someone, to beat someone up, to start a fight with someone. Like, those are the friends you need to stay away from, because that shit is just... That's classy. All. That's for their entertainment.
Yeah.
Just know that.
Oh my God, that is for their it's like for them. For
them to have a little rush. Like, oh, my friend's about to go. Like, remember whenever people would like want to meet up, like meet me
and fight?
Meet me up.
That is so ghetto. I hate that.
Stop being ratchet. I'm not gonna fight with you. I'm not gonna argue or waste my time on you. Just don't talk to me. If you don't like me,
I'll throw hands need be.
but just don't like come at me with your childish shit. I'm not going to deal with it because I'm too grown for this. I'm not fighting anybody. That's so not classy to fight someone over what? Especially if you're fighting over a guy. That's gross. Like, no, I'm sorry. Please.
Fighting over a guy is kind of insane. I don't think I've ever fought over... Actually, I've never fought over a guy, but I've had friends, girls who just couldn't stand to see me happy and somehow want to sabotage and get in the middle of it. Holy crap. That triggered me right now. That is someone.
I already know exactly what you're thinking about too. So many things.
Oh
and not
my
just one
gosh.
thing.
I also, the moment you feel anyone is jealous in your life, get rid of them. That is the worst thing that is the worst addition you can have in your life is jealousy and envy. We've talked about this before, but not in this aspect. Someone that is jealous and is trying to sabotage you and actually interrupt and get in between your life and whatever you're going through. Oh my God, that person is poison, borderline evil. Evil. I'm so triggered right now. I've had people who just I don't know, can't stand to see me happy.
I think it's all because they aren't happy. So if someone's not happy, they're not going to want you to be happy. Misery loves company. If you're with someone and they're always miserable doing this, they love hanging out with people that are happy. They love taking your energy away from you. So be careful, because if you're young and you're bright and you're happy, there's going to be a lot of people that want to push you down and you won't even notice it. It's more of just little things someone does that. Notice also when you leave, sometimes when we were kids, all we would do is literally sit in the car, hang out, talk until 2 a.m, go to a view. I don't know. Just we'd hang out, go to In-N-Out, whatever.
It was
but if you leave and you feel tired and drained, that's not good.
That's not good. You should not. You should feel that was good.
That was a
good time. I had so much fun. That's how you should always feel. Yeah. Anytime you're oh, that was dreadful and that was not even fun.
No.
No.
Exit out. But yeah, I was gonna say about the revenge thing. I used to love getting revenge on people, and I just have so many crazy stories of just someone would do something to me, and then I would find I used to watch Gossip Girl, okay? So I wanted to be Blair Waldorf. I didn't have a lot of good...
She's such a queen.
I wanted to be Catherine Pierce, so I didn't have a lot of good examples when I watched those shows.
But she was such a baddie. Catherine
she was a
Pierce,
baddie, but...
she was such a boss woman.
You realize that at the end of the day, getting revenge is not worth your time. You doing better in life is your revenge. And by the time you're doing better in life, you're not even going to be thinking about these people. That's your revenge, is not even having the thought in your mind about this person that used to make you feel so horrible. So yeah, that's what I would say about revenge. I think it's just a waste of time.
You are your own revenge. You baby, you are. Everyone hates how well you're doing, and they're always going to. You know what I mean?
Everyone hates how well we're doing. I think a lot of people unfollowed us because we posted a podcast together.
Guys, I haven't posted in 5 years on Instagram. I post a photo where I think I look pretty, and quite literally a bunch of people unfollowed me. I was okay.
I was
that's so weird.
Okay, forget about unfollowing, because if you're putting yourself out there, there's going to be so many people that don't know you that are going to find you. So it's always going to go up. Just know that it's always going to go up.
It's only up from here, baby.
Whenever you feel your lowest, there's always going to be lows and highs, and it's never just going to be like this the whole time. So you're going to have a moment where, you feel super, super discouraged, but
who cares? Just get through it. Fine. Literally, we're all gonna die.
So do whatever you want, I guess.
Do whatever you, literally, we're all it doesn't matter. Do what you want to do.
As long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else, or other people. Should do whatever you want to do. And that's, whenever I look at someone, that's what I look at. If you're not doing anything to hurt yourself or hurt anyone else, you're good in my books.
You're good in my books. Me too.
Should we read our little fortunes?
I know, I was looking at them.
We always have to read our fortunes. Without gratitude, there is no prosperity. Gratitude is true. Gratitude is so important. That's another thing. If you're younger, if you're any age, honestly, if you wake up in the morning and you tell yourself that you're going to have a bad day, or you're going to have a bad day. You are your thoughts. Bad day. Exactly.
Yeah.
What did yours say?
The unknown is where all outcomes are possible. Enter it with grace. And I need that.
You never know what's going to happen. If you put yourself out there, don't think that your timeline is going to match up with someone else's. Yesterday, I was live streaming and this girl came in and she's just such a sweetheart. Her name is Sarah. And she's like, do you think
we love you, Sarah?
We love you, Sarah. Shout out to Sarah. She was like, do you think I deserve to write music and sing? Like, I don't know if I'm good. And I was like, I don't even need. I was like, I don't even need to listen to you.
Yeah, you do.
Just do whatever your heart is telling you to do. And don't ever think you need to ask someone if you deserve to do something. Do anything you want to do. There's no one that's going to be holding you back besides yourself. So don't make an excuse of, oh, I can't because this, or you're just making excuses. Just do whatever you feel like doing.
Tying back to our music stuff, us doing what we want to do and us posting and us doing our live streams and working on our podcasts, like us doing this right now. So many people probably are like, oh, like, look at these girls, look what they're doing, like this and that.
You're mad
but
because
like,
you're not doing it. Don't be mad because you're not doing something. Don't be jealous because you're not doing.
And it's not if you want it so bad, just do it. Just do it.
I'm so sick of people complaining.
Yeah, I get it. Life is fucking hard.
No, I'm sorry. No, if you're in Los Angeles, don't complain about anything. I'll punch you in the face. That's like when I will get physical. Don't complain about Los Angeles being hard. Then you're not fit for it. Los Angeles is going to weed out a lot of the weak people that come here and try to make it. Because
it's very true.
Yeah, it's not for the weak to be out here and pursue your dreams. You either have to be all in or not. And that's that. And we're in the age of social media. If you're not good at social media, you're not, I mean, in music
I'm not the best,
least,
but it's so important music, though. Yeah, but I recognize it though. You know what I mean? Like in anything though, at this point.
Yeah, if you're not using it, if you're not utilizing
you got a business, you have to use social media. You're doing music, you got to use social media. Are you doing a podcast? You got to do social media. You're writing a book, you got to do social media. That's the marketing world now. It's social media.
We watched a movie. It's called Notting Hill. It's a really cute movie. And in the movie, Julia Roberts has her nudes leaked and it's all over the newspapers. And she's freaking out and she's like, you don't understand. Like the newspaper is forever.
Oh, girl, we don't even know where those newspapers are.
This is like in the 90s.
The movie came out in 99. Yeah. So this is like.
But the internet
pre-internet, pre-Instagram, pre-Facebook.
Okay, this is a good thing to segue to. Being in person with someone. Everything that we grew up with was over the phone. Everything. Texting, FaceTiming, all of it. What do you think about texting?
I hate it. I hate texting. I personally, in general, with friendships, with relationships, anybody, I think texting has seriously ruined something so innocent and so pure between people. For me personally, I'm an overthinker. I overanalyze things.
You're not going to know.
I dissect things too much. And as far as being in a relationship, like I used to read over text and just be like, what does this mean? What does this mean? Like, why is he taking so long to respond to me? Like, yes, we are in a generation where consistency is important and the person you're talking to should show you consistency, but there are boundaries and there are certain building blocks that you could set in place where it doesn't have to be texting.
And that all reverts back to boundaries again.
Yeah.
Just like knowing what you want and what you don't. And people like texting. That's fine. I love texting.
I love texting, letters. But I'm never going to be like, never going to be expectant of texting.
I've just grown out of it because I think that
it's a form to keep in touch, but not to have conversations. Yeah.
Because first of all, if I'm texting you, if it's about something important, I want to be in front of you and I want to see your face.
Or
and
call
I want to
me.
see, yeah, but I want to see your expression.
Talk to me.
And I can't have a conversation with someone that's serious if I can't see their face and their expression.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to know how to take it. And I don't know. It's just not for me. I'm over it. Don't text me and expect me to be at your beck and call every second. And if I'm not a good person. No, I have a life. I'm busy and I don't want to be texting.
I don't have time to be there like, like I don't have time for that. I'm sorry. Like what? I don't want to have a conversation over text. Like I don't know. I want the real thing. I want to see your face. I want to feel your presence
emotion,
next to me.
Yeah, I don't like texting either.
I also like the idea of missing someone. When you don't text, it's like, it's kind of up for mystery. And then now people confuse playing games for mystery.
Distance makes the love grow fonder.
Yeah. I love that you said that. What does that really mean? Like, break it down.
Okay. Distance.
You said that to me the other day and I was like, huh, that's beautiful.
So distance makes the love grow fonder. If you're with someone constantly every day, it's like at a marriage.
But I miss you every day.
I do miss you every day. It's different though. I think it's different whenever you're dating someone. We're
enmeshed. We're like, our lives are with each other though. That's the thing.
It is. We're very much, and we're like, we're literally, this is like our business. Like we started something together. It's different. Yeah. But with your significant other, you need space to create more love within. I think everyone needs space, and that's going to create more beautiful moments to have with someone rather than being with them 24/7. I need my alone time. And, for whatever we do in our careers in music, I'm going to be touring. I want to be all over the world doing things. I can't.
I'm going to be like on different places of the earth.
No, unless you're with me.
Unless
on tour together.
Unless we just do our legs together and just like kind of plan it right next to each other.
That's what I would want. But I don't know. I just think that missing someone is important. You shouldn't see someone every single day. And even in my relationships, whenever I was seeing my boyfriend every single day, it created so much tension because we never had that like moment to just do our own thing. You should have your own life. You don't need to have, even though we're together a lot, we have our own lives. That's how you know we're so good for each other and we're in love, because whenever we're together and we're together for a long time, we don't get annoyed of each other.
Yeah, I'm not like
that is the ultimate test though, because if you're with someone a lot and you're already bickering or starting arguments with them, yeah, good luck. Express yourself as much as you can. Put out all your ideas. If you have a really great idea, don't hold back on it, because that idea is going through you for a reason. You're a vessel for this idea. You are the reason why, you know what I mean? Like God puts these ideas through you and you should let them come out. And if you don't, someone else is going to take it. I promise you. It
says in the Bible that God does give gifts and they're meant to be shared with the world.
That's what, being an artist is that fully. You have to just put out all your ideas and not be afraid of what people are going to think of them, because ultimately, as the artist, you're always going to judge it yourself, but someone else is going to listen to it and feel differently about it. And there's always going to be people that love you. There's going to be people that hate you. There's never going to be all love. There's always going to be someone that's going to say something about you. So it doesn't even matter.
And that's not a reflection of you.
No,
that's
totally
a reflection of themselves.
Yeah. If they're saying something negative to you and you're just doing what you do, like what's your issue, bro? Like, calm down.
I don't think I'm exactly at the place I want to be in life. I think I'm at a good place. I think we are at good places. But me personally, like, I know where I want to go. I know where I want to end up. And I know there's people there that are already there, but like, has nothing to do with me. I will always be happy for the people that are doing it. Like,
comparing yourself.
Yeah.
Comparing yourself is,
oh my God, is a thief of joy.
There's no point.
Comparison is the thief of joy. That's a good one.
There is no point to compare yourself to this person and that person.
Everyone's life path is different.
I always say this, and I will preach this forever. You are one of one. There's no one like you. There's no one that thinks like you. There's no one that looks like you. And there's no one that has the same brain as you. And that's what makes you unique.
You just want to kiss.
Oh, that was a sweet kiss.
Give me a little.
You are unique. And if someone tells you otherwise, that is a projection of how insecure they feel about themselves.
Yeah.
And it's okay to have insecurities. You're human. You're going to feel negative sometimes.
Yeah, but use those to
let it drive you. Yeah. Drive you to be better. And sometimes if you're ever in the middle of making a decision and you don't know, sometimes it's good to just sit with yourself and think, what would me in 10 years do this?
What would Jesus do? You're like, or what?
No, but literally.
Yeah.
What would me in 10 years say to this? If you already know the answer to that, then that's your answer. You shouldn't have to think twice about it. And ultimately, there's so many different decisions and things you can make. It's like a song. There's so many versions of a song that you can make, but you just have to trust in yourself that this is what feels right. And whenever you're building something, and we're going to revert back to the song example again, when you're building a song, when you're building yourself, you can add shit to it forever. You can constantly be tweaking it and adding things. But at the end of the day, whatever comes out naturally is probably going to be the best result, because you can always tweak the way you look, the way you act, the way you dress. Don't think that that has to be the final, this is who you are. You're constantly evolving. You're changing. 2 years ago, I was a redhead. I didn't know who I was. I was trying to figure it out still. And even then I look back at that and I think I was expressing myself. I was trying to find something about one thing, I think we've both struggled with this so much, is trying to fit in, trying to be popular, trying to feel accepted by everyone. And that's just not a reality. I think that the outsiders.
Now we are the queen bees. I'm just kidding. We are the queen bees, though.
We are.
We are the queen bees. From ages 16 to 25, I think is one of the most important, because you're figuring yourself out and you're kind of trying to find direction in your life and where you want to take it. The best thing to do is to be as focused as possible and to get rid of people who don't make you feel good and slow you down. That is the best thing you can do for yourself, is focus, work hard, do the inner work, and people. Screw people. Anyone who's not helping you grow is only there to bring you down.
And I always say this too, relying on someone else to make you happy is not true happiness. You need to be happy on your own before you could ever be with someone else. And if you are in something right now where you're like, do I want to be with this person? Ask yourself, does this person add to my life?
Add to your life?
Or does this person
take
subtract
away
from my life and make my life harder? And everything in your life should be a bonus. And not to say like someone always has to give you something. It should always be you give them something, they give you something, and it feels reciprocated.
Yeah.
There were so many times.
And it always comes natural.
And being friends with people that you always feel like, I was always the Uber. I was picking everybody up, hanging out, driving everyone around. Like, that's not right. You need to
None of my friends ever had cars.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was, but I'm like, all those miles I put on my car and all that gas I spent.
Don't put miles on your car.
Yeah, like what?
Only
oh
for
my
the
God.
right people.
I literally could have saved like 20,000 miles. Quite literally 20,000 miles if I just wasn't driving people around.
It's true. If you're young, invest in yourself. Invest in your art, in your creativity, in whatever you want to do. And if you have your mind set on something, do it now. Don't wait. Don't wait till you're older. Don't wait till this happens or that happens to be happy. Figure out what you want, act on it, do it, and let the wave ride. You never know what's going to happen. You never know where it's going to take you. And also, you can't put a timeline on anything and being like, if I don't do it by this, like it's not. No, it takes time. It takes hard work. There's people that I used to compare myself to that were super rich at 19 years old, all of these influencers, all these. And I feel so like empty because I'd be like, am I not doing enough to be at this level yet? And why are they having it? And why are some people it's just different for everybody.
It just happens. It's different for everyone. But you know what? There's probably so many people that are like, that probably look at us and they're like, ugh, these girls have it so easy. And
it's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
We put a lot of time and work into whatever we want to do and ourselves. And that's why we are at this place now where we can sit here and tell people our experiences, because we've been through so much to let ourselves become who we want to be. And I think that we're really close to the version of ourselves we want to be.
Oh yeah, I feel closer. I feel 100. I feel like that's why I think I'm happy and feeling good about a lot of things. Obviously I'll get overwhelmed and stressed by normal day-to-day things, but in general, I think I am at my happiest because I've worked so hard on myself and I'm working hard at the things I love. And I know there's always room to work harder, but I'm doing what I love and what I'm meant to do.
One thing I'll also say, this this all ties into everything, but appreciate your parents. They're trying to help you out. They're trying to figure it out too. So don't blame them for everything. Don't blame anyone for the reason why you're doing the things you're doing. You are your own person. Don't blame your trauma. Don't blame your past.
Everyone has trauma. Your parents have trauma. I'm sorry, we're in a different time. If you're our age, your parents are probably between their mid 40s and all the way up to their mid 60s.
And they grew up differently. They grew up completely differently than we did. We have so much more opportunity now to build ourselves, and we have to take advantage of that. Don't waste your time doing everything for everyone else. Don't waste your time fighting with your parents. They want the best for you ultimately. And if you are in a situation where it's abusive, you have to know that
there is a way out.
There is a way out. There's always a way out. You can't be a victim for the rest of your life and blame everyone else and blame the system and blame this. I just had a conversation.
Everyone knows the system is up. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Exactly. It's like complaining about it is not going to do anything. Unless you're going to like be a politician and try to be like president one day and change the world. Like, please don't complain to me about the system. And you're in America. You have all of the opportunity to build yourself. You have no one holding you back. The other day I was sitting with someone and we were talking about the world. And I said, I think that in my opinion, everyone has the opportunity to make their lives better. There's so many situations I've seen where someone has taken their lives out of a situation, out of an environment that was so toxic and bad and made something for themselves. There is no excuse, and everyone has a different life. I can't say that for this person it's easier and this person it's harder. Everyone's different. But don't make the excuse of, because of the way you were brought up, or don't play the victim. That is so old. I'm over that shit.
My parents were immigrants who
all of our parents were
literally they didn't speak the language at all. They didn't speak English.
They figured it out.
They were 21 and 22 years old, even younger than you and I. With children. With kids, and figured it out.
So yeah, I don't think there's anything.
And we all know how the system is up with immigrants. So what are you going to tell me now?
Take advantage of being young. Don't wait until you're 30 to do what you want to do. Do it now. And if you are 30, if you are 40 and you're still trying to figure it out, that's fine. Now. Just do it. Don't wait. I was having a conversation with someone the other day, basically telling them, like, don't blame the system for the reason why you are not making money. You have every opportunity to make money. You know how much money there is to be made in this world? There is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be doing what you want to do and make money. And you do have to be strategic. Sometimes whatever you love doing may not be the thing that funds your life. So you have to really think about, what are your assets? What are you really good at? What's special about you? Everyone has something special about them. I don't think that there's someone that has absolutely nothing to give. Everyone has something to give. You're made in God's image. You are made to do something purposeful in your life. And don't use the excuse of, it's hard, or it's this, or
it is hard. It is hard, but if being rich and being successful and happy and having a solid lifestyle were easy, then everybody would have
it. But everyone would be famous. Everyone would be doing it. Everyone would be up at the top. But that's the whole point, is you have to work your ass off to get to where you want to be. It's not going to just be handed to you. Some people are very lucky and they have the fortune of course, just having their families that have given it to them. But even then, you still have to work hard. That doesn't actually take any, even if you have more opportunities because of the way you're living and what your parents have done for you, even better. Use that as an advantage.
Focus on what matters the most. You, your family, getting yourself to a place where you don't have to worry about shit.
Work hard now so you don't have to work hard later.
I know. Work hard in your 20s, rest in your 30s.
I feel like I'm going to still be working.
We're always going to be working.
I think that
until we have kids, and then we'll go back to working.
So I can't. That's just my personality.
I can't imagine not doing something.
Don't rely on anyone. Don't think that you need someone to make your life better. That's not the way it should be. And you're always going to be a prisoner if you think that way. And, whenever you get to this age now, I feel like my brain, that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick's brain just plugs in?
Oh my God, I love that episode.
That's how I feel right now, because 2-3 years ago, I was smart and I felt like I had it all figured out, but there's always so much to learn. Don't think that you know it all. There's always, and especially if you're a person who wants to grow, always know there's something to learn. Always. If you meet someone that's like, I know everything, I know all of it, that is already a red flag. You're full of shit. You don't know anything then. If you know how to do everything and you're acting as if like you are top of the top, it's one thing to be confident in yourself. It's another to be arrogant and to think that you know it all and you are the holy God. No, I'm sorry. There's always things to learn. Even now, as a singer-songwriter, I will never say I am the best at this. I'm always trying to be better. And that's what's going to make you stand out versus everyone else. That's always like, I know this already. No, you always try, put your best foot forward, fail, get up again, fail, get up again. And don't try to prove it to anyone else but yourself. I always wanted to prove to my parents that I was doing something great and I wanted to make them happy. But even then, I still want that. I do. But I had to let that go. Is like, I'm not doing this for my parents. I'm not doing this for anyone else. I'm doing this for me. And once I'm fulfilling myself, then okay. But it's not for anyone else but you. It's your life. It's not someone else's. And you have to make the decision to make it better. No one's going to make that decision for you. No therapy. No, you can always go to therapy if you need help and you're struggling. I've been to therapy at a very hard time in my life and it helped me. And the number one thing my therapist would always just say the same thing over and over again was boundaries. Have your boundaries with yourself and have boundaries with other people of what you want and what you don't want. Figure those things out. Make a damn pros and cons list. I don't know.
I agree.
We love you so much. Thank you for watching. If you guys ever feel like you need someone to talk to, our email is open. You can always email us, sidandpamcast@gmail.com, and send us questions. We will always be open to answering them on here. And we'd love to hear your stories and what you've been through.
Let us know what we should talk about if you're interested in hearing about something specific. Send us an email as well. Let us know. And we'll see what we can work up. Love you guys.
We love you, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
That was good.
I always think of the whoa.
I love us. We're so good.
I do love us.